working with CAN TV and working throughout the community, I was blessed to be able to meet a lot of individuals over my walk in life, and I came across a young brother, Jerome Altman, that I ran into, and then I was able to meet Brother Ed, that I'm going to introduce you to in a second. But they were able to get a building that's on the in the Austin area, that's a pillar of the community. It's a historical place that was always there. And as we change and go up and down that Soul City corridor, I think it's important that we start in our Austin area, start at the inner parts of our Chicago area, like right at Chicago, and make Chicago Avenue great again. Make that whole corridor, the Soul City corridor, great again. And go all the way from Chicago Avenue all the way down to the lakefront, and then go from north and south and east and west, and put across this whole United States, because it needs healing. And when we talked earlier about Moses, we talk about Exodus and us coming out of this environment, this land of dead bodies, dead spirits, dead souls, dead communities. We need to work together to teach and minister to our people so that they become better in their hearts, their minds, and in their souls. So one thing I met up with Brother Ed, and he's a part of the Exodus Institute. He also has the Exodus Drum and Bugle Corps, which he could tell you a little bit about how they got started and some of the great works that we're doing at the Exodus Institute, and reaching out to other community and members like the Good Neighbors and people in the community, that during this summer we're going to have a People's March, all about the people being a part. Mr. Plumpy has the People's March, and we're going to use that in the Exodus Drum and Bugle to go out and teach and minister the word of God, so that we are all fruit of the Spirit of our Creator that created each and every one of us.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about the Exodus Institute and the type of things you do.
I'd like to tell how it became Exodus. First of all, we were in different churches. We started the Drum and Bugle Corps. We had to go to the different churches in the Austin area and in the Garfield area, and we had the youth working out of different churches because they couldn't cross certain territories because of the different gang affiliations. And so, and each church decided they wanted it named after their church. This is 10 different churches with 10 different names and all of those things. And it took me back to a time out of Henry Horner Projects. There was a guy by the name of Major Adams. And Major Adams brought 6 different street organizations or different organizations together. He brought together St. Andrews, Henry Horner, and the Silver Anchors, IC, the Honor Guard, and the Boy Scouts. There's 6 different groups he brought together, and they formed what was called St. Andrews Hornets because of the equipment. It was Miss Porter that brought the funding and everything, and different groups came in that had been doing drum and bugle to teach how to march and how to play these horns. The majority of us went to Crane High School up under the teaching of Mr. Jordy to learn how to play the instruments and learn how to read the music and to perform. And one of the first songs that was played, they used to do themes, and the theme was from the West Side Story. And the first song that was played, was called Exodus. This land, God gave this land to me. Now, we were all poor from different projects, different areas, and all of us came together, and it was from the West Side Story. There were other songs there. Moon River, Blue Moon, There's a Place for Us, but all of these things were focused there, and when it came about with all these churches wanted it named like that, it was a divide of the groups because it was a competition between the groups. To bring those groups into one, the divine world told me, he said, you know, Exodus was a song that you first played, that you first heard to bring the West Side together. Named that group Exodus. And we became Exodus, Drum and Bugle Corps. And all of us came together up under that, and we became the movement. It became the movement of the children. Exodus is a movement of the youth, the movement of God's children. And with that, we developed wherever we went. I'd like to say this because even the seniors start dancing when we come with the drums and the horn through the neighborhoods and we march. The babies, the dogs, the alcoholics and the addicts all start dancing and prancing and doing it. They start enjoying themselves. And so we wind up receiving a building, what George was talking about on Laramie. It's an old fire station. And we used to have block club meetings there because it was actually Mid-Austin Steering Committee. And they used to focus and get the neighborhood together. But we had a governor that got in and closed down all of these youth organizations and caused a little funding problem for us. And so Mid-Austin had to leave the building. But Exodus, we stayed there, and Mr. Altman kept this building alive, kept Exodus alive, changed the name of the building from Mid-Austin Steering Committee to Exodus Institute. And we are proud to be there in the neighborhood and the community doing this good. We have after-school programs for the youth from 4 to 7 p.m. It's called Reimagine, another part of Major Adams that sit back and fund that. George is over there teaching our youth some videos and different things. We have wonderful programs and youth that come there. It's still hard for youth to cross certain territories and everything, but we make it a way, and they come there to bring this unity in the community that we all need to happen to have.
Okay. And as you can see, there's a lot of great things going on in our communities at the Exodus Institute. Too many for us to just get into in this particular program and this segment, but we invite you to go to the Exodus Institute on YouTube. We invite you to go to the Exodus T.R.I.P.S program, and you can see a lot of those videos that we do with the Exodus Institute and the training that we do there as we reach out to other individuals in our communities. Also, Global City Unity has a lot of videos that you can view and watch on the Global City Unity YouTube site, as well as globalcityunity.org. We invite you guys to support all the individuals that we talked about today, and we want you to support the youth. We intended on bringing the youth out here today to let you get a chance to see and meet some of them and let them get a chance to see the studio. Maybe at another date we'll be able to bring some of them in and let them do a tour around KNTV, so it'll inspire them to want to go out and produce programs and to show themselves in a positive light. And it'll take it serious, other than everybody just doing little TikToks and this, that, and the other. Do it with a mindset to expose their talents, expose how creative they are, expose the inner energy that they have, and us to support them as they go out and become entrepreneurs and the next citizens of our communities, so that they're empowered to do and be all that they can be. We could do it right here through our voices at KNTV, through our community activism, and if we get the mayors and the other people and the elected officials to work with us, we can create programs that will be beneficial, and you'll see that stop the violence immediately. We have a lot of times where we have people that are traumatized. We have trauma centers, and we're running around, they're killing each other, killing the police killing our kids. We have to look at what's the root cause of some of those things. Some of it is by design, but if it's by design, let's talk about it. Let's communicate. Let's get our finger on the pulse of what we need to do to change that virus from being in our communities and upsetting so many people and traumatizing and putting a trigger, whether it's from slavery, whether it's from you not enough God in your life. Let's find out how we can bring that spirit and be fruit of the Spirit of God. Go ahead.
Do you happen to have, if we were sending this out, would they be able to call in and make comments and different things up on here?
Well, they can make comments by going to the YouTube sites and everything. And then if it's something that they want us to know about or respond to, they can always put that in the comment cycle. A lot of times we will create live programming and live streaming right here from CAN-TV that we could utilize with community forums and things of that nature. We could set those up. Right now this is being taped and edited so that we can get the message out, so that we could have those town hall meetings that we need. And sometimes this may not even be a big enough forum for that. There are places like the Malcolm X College and other places, or even I think they had the technology here where they can go out on locations and be able to stream stuff back to CAN-TV. That's why it's so much important to be placed on technology and us being able to communicate, because without us being able to communicate with each other, we lose a whole generation, a whole information that we should have at our fingertips.
And you know, that coronavirus wasn't a big success in keeping us locked in our houses. A lot of things went to the Zoom or whatever, or these webinar meetings, and that technology became very important to us because a lot of people have to go to church on Zoom and different things now. And so we need to get this technology out, especially to our seniors. We got some older people like me and different things that, you know, we still got landlines and we don't know this stuff, but we need to reach them and get it out there so that they can understand and learn this. Do you have a little training that you'd be able to teach a group of seniors to how to work this stuff?
They have plenty of training courses right here at CAN-TV that's affordable. I mean, all of their classes are affordable. I'm amazed at how affordable they are, because like I said, I went to college, Columbia College, and I paid in the hundreds of thousands of dollars for my training, but I was able to get that at CAN-TV for a fraction, peanuts. And you could produce your own program. Your children can produce their own programs. You can get the knowledge that they have right here at CAN-TV and go out and change your community right here. Whether it's being a non-for-profit organization or just coming in as an individual person off the street and taking the training and learning how to produce programs. And it's so much state-of-the-art equipment here. I'm still learning. I've been in the business for 40 years, and they got all new stuff now, so I got to go back and get re-educated. So right here, we want you guys to stay tuned. We're going to put in a lot of entertainment. We're going to show a lot of clips that we have of the entertainers that we've been working with. Our youth, we're working with some of them from 15 years old to they're 21 years old now, and they're doing amazing things in the community. You'll be able to see that if you look at some of the clips. We have the Chosen one, which is Chosen Lockett. He does a Michael Jackson performance. We also have Larry BK. He does James Brown tributes. We got another guy does Jackie Wilson. He does Jackie Wilson also. And one of the younger guys now, he's only 15. He's doing Luther Vandross and he's doing Biggie Smalls. Phenomenal. And we've got Whitney Houston, some great entertainers, and we want to invite you guys out to come to one of the forums, and you can see some great entertainments. We can give out some great awards that we were giving out from the Exodus Institute, and give awards and reward our people that do great things in the communities right now and give them their flowers while they're still living.
That's right.
Let's help build our Black history. This is Black History Month.
365.
We're coming to you. We're gonna
this is leap year, so 366 this year. All right.
So it's an amazing time. This only comes around every few times, being a leap year doing this. And we're on, the 29th day?
Yeah.
So we're right at the end of February of Black History.
It's a 3-day.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And it's all of us together, and we're going to create what? Team 23. All of us are great individuals, and we're all just like the Oprah Winfreys and the Michael Jordans of the world. We're powerful if we're united. So stay tuned. Remember, you are the missing link.